We've all had that friend, you know the one? You walk into their house unannounced, mind you, and it looks like a page from an interior design magazine. There isn't a single stray receipt on the counter. The laundry chair doesn't exist. Their pillows look like they've never been sat on. And you're standing there, clutching your keys, wondering, is this a home or a museum? How do they do it? Are they powered by some elite, military-grade discipline? Do they have a secret staff of tiny robots? Or, and this is the scary thought, do they actually enjoy scrubbing the grout with a toothbrush on a Tuesday night? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain. What I've discovered is that these people aren't just neat freaks. They are wired differently, neurologically, and psychologically. They aren't just cleaning. They're performing a biological hack on their own brains. If you've ever felt like your messy desk was quietly screaming at you, this video is for you. Let's start with a hard truth. Your brain is a terrible liar. It tries to tell you that you can ignore that pile of unread mail, but your subconscious, it sees everything. In environmental psychology, we call this cognitive load. Think of your brain's processing power like a computer's RAM. Every dirty dish in the sink, every sock on the floor, and every to-do item scattered around your room is like an open browser tab running in the background. You might be trying to focus on work, but your brain is spending energy ignoring the mess. Researchers at Princeton found that physical clutter literally competes for your attention. It overloads your visual cortex, making it harder to process information and easier to feel fatigued. So, when that spotless friend tidies up, they aren't just being fussy, they are clearing their mental cache. They aren't cleaning, they are optimizing their hardware so they can think faster and stay calmer. Now, let's be real. Nobody, and I mean nobody, actually loves the sensation of scrubbing a toilet. If someone tells you that's their passion, walk away slowly. What they actually love is the sense of control. Think about the world right now. It is a chaotic, unpredictable fever dream. You can't control the interest rates, you can't control your boss's mood, and you certainly can't control the guy in the SUV who just cut you off in traffic. That unpredictability creates a background hum of anxiety. But your kitchen counter, that is your kingdom. In psychology, this is called an internal locus of control. When you restore order to your space, you're sending a high-priority signal to your nervous system. I am the captain of this ship. I can influence my environment. It's a small win, but to your brain, it's a massive relief. Here is where we get into the secret sauce. The difference between a clean person and a messy person isn't willpower. It's identity. Most people trapped in clutter use it as a label. I'm just a messy person, or I've always been disorganized. The moment you say that, your brain stops trying. It says, cool, no need to put the shoes away. That's not who we are. But identity isn't a birthmark. It's a collection of evidence. Every time you perform a small act of order, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. This is rooted in cognitive dissonance research. Once you start seeing yourself as someone who values their space, it actually becomes painful to leave the mess. You don't need discipline to brush your teeth, right? It's just who you are. The goal is to move cleaning from a chore to an automated reflex. We have to talk about the dark side of this. When life spirals, our surroundings usually follow. It's why an unmade bed or a mountain of dishes is often the first red flag of burnout or depression. The mess on the outside mirrors the chaos within, and it's a vicious cycle. A study found that people who described their homes as cluttered or full of unfinished projects had significantly higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, throughout the entire day. If you come home from work and feel like you can't relax, even if you're just sitting on the couch, look around. Your environment might be the very thing quietly draining your battery. Your home should be a charging station, not another task on your to-do list. Stop believing that clean people have some superhuman willpower. They don't. They've just realized that the cost of a 5-minute tidy-up is much lower than the cost of living in a state of high cortisol. Your home is a physical expression of your standards. It reflects what you believe you deserve. And let's be clear, you deserve to be greeted by peace, not a pile of laundry. So now I'm curious. Are you someone who needs things clean to feel calm? Or are you completely okay living in chaos? Let me know in the comments. And if this made you see your space a little differently, you're going to love this next video. It dives into another everyday habit that's secretly controlling your mind. Go watch that one next.